Your words, the way you label, the way you call a situation, your experience, your relationships, the way you address your family, your kids, your friends, it has an impact. It has a vibration, it has a frequency. So be very, very thoughtful of the words and the labels that you use. I think you've seen enough situation in your life or on TV or in external observation when someone calls, like a parent calls their kid, like, what's wrong with you, why are you so this, based on what they're seeing, and they do not pay attention to the words that they're using on their kids. The kids are impacted by that, right? Psychologically, emotionally, and it reflects on their life. They talk about when you are talking to plants, the plants thrive when you are giving plants praise and talking to it lovingly. And same thing when you are talking to people in a very constructive way, using words that elevate their emotions and feelings. It impacts them in a certain way, and it impacts them in a very, very positive way. Be thoughtful on the words and the labels that you use, is my advice to you. It's a very powerful life hack in shifting your realities, in changing your mental state, in maintaining your state of being. The words that you use when you are watching TV or listening to a program, the emotions that come with it when you say it. I, as an example, I avoid talking politics with my husband because the moment it comes up, the vibe of the situation changes because he's very passionate about it, and then he has a lot of opinion about what is working and what is not. And so we could be driving and we could be talking about the sunset. And if a certain topic leads to the topic of politics, that entire drive, a portion of that drive, not the entire drive, a portion of that drive starts to turn into a sour conversation. I'm not even engaging, but it turns his energy and vibe into a certain frequency that I don't even want to engage. So I start tuning it out, and I did do my best to change the topic, because what happens is the journey doesn't become pleasant at all for me, for him, because of the vibe. It's the same thing for every one of you listening. The way when you're going about your day and you are not thoughtful about the topics that you want to cover or talk about, or when you're talking about it, and if your waking hour is about 18 hours, and if you look back and 80% of that 18 hours is talking about stuff that generate or are in a frequency of this of lack, a frequency of frustration, a frequency of irritation. Oh my God, is that how you want to spend your saliva, your words, your energy of your 18 waking hours? Be very thoughtful on your choice of words, be very thoughtful on what you're labeling. That's the reason why I'm very selective of the books that I read, the music that I listen to, the movies that I watch. I'm very protective of my state of being. That's how I say it. I'm very protective, very selective, very thoughtful of the stimulus, this physical stimulus around me and the people around me, because my treasure is my state of being. My treasure is my peace of mind. My treasure, my wealth, my prosperity, my abundance is that state of mind. As long as I'm hovering in this frequency of love and empathy and authenticity, anything that disturbs that, I don't want that in my bubble. I hope this helps. Help for you to kind of just evaluate where you are with your day-to-day when it comes to words, labeling, when it comes to how you respond to situations and what comes out of your mouth and the topics and the kind of like how the way you if it is a scale of frequency of vibration when you go through your waking hours, where are you in that scale based on what you say, what you feel, what you look at, what you absorb unintentionally or intentionally, okay? And because that's your power is your time and your state of mind and your well-being, and the frequencies around you, you want to just align to the frequency that would keep you more on that scale of of love, of peace, happiness, prosperity, great health, authenticity. And sometimes you go down the scale of that vibration, and you sometimes go down there because you need to grow, because sometimes when you want to go to the level of empathy, that means you will have to experience people, events that would make you practice empathy. You would have to experience people, events, situation that would make you practice love and all of that, right? But your that's more like as an emotion or response to the situation, not your state of being. So be thoughtful about the words and labeling of your day-to-day moment situation, okay?